Hello and welcome to What If Deku was Saxton Hale. For the sake of the video, I will refer to him as Deku, but he does not pick up that nickname in this timeline. His quirk will be called Australium, which what it does is create the substance Australium in his bloodstream. For those who are unfamiliar with the lore of TF2, it is a substance in the world of TF2 that has a lot of ridiculous properties that do whatever the plot demands, really. One of which is giving those who have long-term exposure to it enhanced physical strength. So it'll enhance not only his own strengths, but to a lesser degree the strengths of those who are near him, such as Bakugo, as well as his mom and his classmates. So basically, he's not good friends with anyone who's not in shape, because knowing him makes you in shape. At no point will he have been bullied because he has quite the powerful quirk. So he will instead just live a pretty good childhood, actually. Additionally, Bakugo doesn't really become nearly as big of a jerk because Deku being there to be not just a rival, somebody to admire, really. And since Deku is still going to be a nice guy, he's just now also going to be able to stand up for what he believes is right, as opposed to being the weakling he was at the start. We'll start our story at the beginning of the canon story, where they were supposed to take the career aptitude tests, but the teacher said, I know you all just want to be heroes. Yes, Bakugo. It says here you're applying for UA. Well, of course. It's the only school fit for me. And honestly, I'm not sure if it's a school fit enough for Deku, but what else is there? Deku laughs and goes, come on, Bakugo. Sure, I'm powerful, but there are other incredible heroes, such as All Might. I'm sure I'm not quite that strong yet. Hear that, guys? The yet. I mean, yeah, those two going to UA, yeah, definitely. I can see that. No, certainly. There's no way they won't get in. As Deku's walking home from school that day, he's attacked by the sludge villain, whom, while he does not one-shot it, he does beat him quite easily, entirely by himself, when All Might appears, going, I am here! Wait. You've defeated the villain? Thank you, sir. I've been tracking him down. I'm sorry. You must be a new hero. I don't know who you are. Actually, I'm not a hero. As a matter of fact, I'm a middle schooler. You're a middle schooler. You're as You're almost as built as I am, and you're a middle schooler. I, I hope you'll forgive me, but that's a bit hard to believe. Oh, it's just my quirk. It not only enhances my own physical strength, but those who are around me for a long period of time. I mean, I've seen plenty of strength enhancement quirks in my day, but one that's shared? That's quite interesting. Oh, allow me to apprehend the villain you defeated before we continue this. Oh, of course, All Might. All Might quickly scoops the villain up, putting him into the bottles that he does originally. So, young man, you plan on becoming a hero? Yes, as a matter of fact, I've applied to UA. Well, I have no doubt that you're going to pass. And a little surprise for you. I'm going to be teaching there. Really? That's awesome. Any particular reason why you're teaching? I just want to make sure the next generation of heroes is fit to face the villains that are to come. Nothing more. And besides, I may be the number one hero, but even I am getting older. I suppose that's fair enough. At the practical exams, Deku destroys many robots with little effort. When the zero pointer arrives, he starts running for it before he even realizes anyone's in danger just because he wanted a challenge. He sees it about to step on Uraka. He catches its foot and goes, "Are you okay?" "Oh, how rude of me. That rebel must be holding you down." He frees up one hand, struggling somewhat one-handing it, removes the rebel, pushes the robot back. "Think you can run away now?" "Yeah, I'll be okay." She hobbles away, her foot still sprained, but since it is an emergency, she is able to force herself to push through it. Well, Deku beats up the zero pointer with some really hard hits. Not fully destroying it, but clearly putting up a good fight. All of the teachers watching are honestly in shock because you shouldn't be able to. A student shouldn't be able to defeat the zero pointer with such ease. Later, Izuku is waiting at his house for his acceptance letter, which he knows is going to be acceptance because how ridiculously well he did on the test. His mom runs it, excited about his letter. It's like, "I think it's from UA. You think you may have been accepted?" "Oh, I know I was accepted. There's no doubt about that." "Well, aren't we confident?" "Well, I should hope so. Just look at me," he says while laughing. On the hologram, All Might, "Young Midoriya, you scored the highest anyone has ever scored on the entrance exam since me. I am quite impressed. As a matter of fact, we all are, and I would like to be the first to welcome you to your Hero Academia. And a little surprise for you, yes, I will be teaching it. No, oh right, no, I already told you this, didn't I? That I'm going to be teaching at the school. Well, I'll see you in class. How many more of these do we have to record? We better hurry up then." Deku gets a laugh out of that last part that was obviously supposed to be edited out, but somebody didn't. As he gets to his first day of class, seeing Bakugo and Ida having the argument they do in canon, except for Bakugo's less aggressive about it, it's like, it's not that big of a deal. You need to calm down. Deku walks in going, "Seriously, yeah, there's no point of you arguing with Bakugo. He's not gonna listen to you. You have to earn his respect first by proving yourself to him." "I see, he's one of those. And your name is Izuku Midoriya, and you're Tenya Ida. Wait a minute. You're the one that took on the zero pointer by yourself." Yeah, it was nothing. I was able to hold it up with one arm. One arm? What? What are you made out of? Yep, same thing most people are made out of. Well, except for the effects of my quirk, which give me which is a very strong enhancement quirk. As a matter of fact, it also enhances people who spend a lot of time near me. And since we're classmates, that means you will receive some benefit from being near me. Really? That's nice to know. Zuku sits down in the seat. Oh, and Teach, you can come out of hiding now. Very perceptive of you. How did you know it was there? Just a hunch. I mean, this is training for heroes after all. Wouldn't be much good at being heroes if we weren't observant of our surroundings, now would we? Fair point, young man. Anyway, he starts pulling gym uniforms out of his sleeping bag. Put these on and meet me out in the field. Izuraka says, "What about orientation?" Here at UA, we don't bother with such meaningless things. We need to make the most of our time. Now put these on and meet me out in the training field when they get out there. Izuku Midoriya, you got first in the entrance exam, correct? Oh, by a wide margin from what I am to understand, actually. Good. What was your furthest bowl throw in middle school? Oh, 1,500 meters. Wait, what? Well, you see, I kind of can't turn my quirk off. So, ah. As it is, that was me holding back. So, my middle school teacher would give me some breathing room. Didn't work as well as I had hoped, but he did eventually give in to the fact that I just kind of can't throw it like a normal person because it's just my strength is enhanced against my will. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy being this strong, but it's not like I can turn it. It's not like I turn it on. It's just always on. Alright, well, let's see what you can do when you're not holding back. Deku throws the ball 4,000. And he created a pretty sizable shockwave, with Izawa and the entire class being quite in awe. Wait, 4,000? Yeah, I mean, I probably could have done better if I stretched, but I figured that would be good enough. This kid's not lying. This is ridiculous. Everybody else in the class gets their canon scores except for Bakugo, who does somewhat better at everything because of being enhanced by Deku. Meaning the bottom of the class is Moneta. Relax. I'm not actually going to kick anyone out of the class. That was just to get everyone to try their best. However, had I seen that any of you did not have potential, then I would have kicked you out of the class. I see. That does make logical sense. No point wasting time trying to train someone to be a hero that can never be one. That being said, Mineta, you do need to work on your physical fitness. A hero can't rely on their quirk alone. Or at least not all heroes can. Some heroes like All Might and Endeavor may have a quirk strong enough to do so, but not. But look at me. Yes, I have a strong quirk, but I also have to use martial arts and special tools to be able to keep up with strong villains. Do try to keep this in mind. The next day, class, All Might comes into the class. Like, I am here. It's All Might. Everybody is surprised except for Deku. It's like, oh, All Might. Yes, you did tell me you were teaching here. Wait, you knew that All Might was going to be one of our teachers? How? Oh, I ran into him one day on the street, that's all. Real? Well, he was chasing a villain, but I beat it for him just because it attacked me. Yeah, the villain was nothing to me, honestly. It was like, All Might just starts laughing. It's like, oh yes, I remember that. This should be interesting. Anyway, today we are going to be doing combat training. You will all be split into teams of 2, and then be pitted heroes against villains to see what you are truly capable of in a fight. But wasn't that the point of the practical exam? Well, yes, but in the practical exam you were fighting robots. Now you're going to be fighting each other. We will draw lots to decide the teams. The teams will be as they were in canon. With Ida and Bakugo going up to hide the bomb. Uraka and Deku are outside. So, do you have a plan of attack? Deku's like, my plan is to attack. Keeping it simple. But then again, you did one-hand the 0-pointer. I'm pretty sure you can get away with that. Meanwhile, in the room that Ida and Bakugo are in, Ida's... So, Bakugo, you've known Izuku for a long time, that is correct. Yeah, what's your point? Can you tell me anything about his quirk? He's stupid strong. That's it. I see. Anything else I should know? But his fighting style... It's not really refined at all. He just relies on brute force. He's not a complicated guy, but if he hits you once, you're out of the fight. Period. That strong, is he? I mean, you know he took on that 0-pointer. Yes, but I never got a good look at it personally. I'm not sure just how big it is. It leans on skyscrapers because it can. Oh. Oh dear. Do we have any chance of winning this at all? I'm gonna be honest. Probably not. But I'm gonna try anyway. I see. Our best bet is to first try to take out his partners. That way we can double team him. I can hold him off for a little while you deal with her. But you're going to have to make it quick. Well, fortunately speed happens to be my quirk, so... Well, let us hope it's good enough, because his strength is not to be laughed at. What about you? What is your quirk? Explosions. Well, he shows off his own quirk. Well, that's definitely useful. But do try to remember we're inside. Try not to collapse the building on us. You don't have to tell me that. I know. Deku and Uraka reach the room with the bomb in it, Baku not even bothering trying to intercept them. Really, you didn't intercept us, Kachan. That's quite surprising. Well, we have to protect the bomb, and there's no way I can take both of you on by myself. Honestly, I can't even take you on by myself. True. Anyway, shall we get on with doing the test? May as well. The fight starts, Ida going straight for Araka where Bakugo rushes Deku. Deku immediately grabs Bakugo by the face, and then is met with a face full of explosion and drops him. Ah. You know what? That one was on me for being so careless with you. It's been a while since we sparred, huh? Yeah. Bakugo constantly using his explosions for mobility and to get attacks off on Deku from angles that are hard to react to, but only barely dodging Deku's blows. Meanwhile, Baku's attacks aren't really doing much to Deku. He's trying, but it's hard to affect a man who's built like a mountain. Let alone a man who's built like Saxton Hale. It is able to defeat Uraka, but Deku finally gets a clean blow on Bakugo, and he goes flying into Ida. And then Deku just walks straight up to the bomb, picks it up, and crushes it with his bare hands. Hero Team wins! And young Midoriya, please refrain from intentionally destroying school property if it's not part of the test to do so. Oh, sorry, All Might, I got a little too into things. I can see that, young man. The rest of the battles go as per normal. The next event we're going to skip to is the USJ attack. As all the students get into the building and... Hello, I am 13, Rescue Hero, and this is the USJ. Here you will be training on how to rescue people from all sorts of different disasters. Collapsing buildings, fires, earthquakes, floods, hurricanes. And Izuku notices the portal just a second before everybody else does. Izawa? Uh, what is that? Get back, everyone. Shigaraki steps out of the portal going, how rude of us to invite ourselves into this place unannounced. We are the League of Villains. We're led to believe that All Might was supposed to be here. Is there some reason he's not here? He's merely running late. Okay. We wouldn't be able to kill him if he didn't arrive, now would we? They think they can kill All Might? Don't get too overconfident. If they think they can kill All Might, they've probably got some sort of secret weapon. 13, get the students out of here and call for help. But before he can even finish the sentence, Deku leaps over everyone, gets in front of, gets straight into the face of the Shigaraki. It's like, you think you can defeat All Might? You make me laugh. That is a fool's errand. That'd be a fool's errand if he was dying. And yet you think you can beat him at full strength. You couldn't even defeat me, scrawny man. Oh, I'm not going to be the one who defeats All Might. He is. As the Nomu steps out of a portal. Oh. You look semi-formidable, I guess, but can you back up your appearance? The Nomu proceeds to not say anything because mindless puppet. It's like, oh, amused are we? Very well. Nomu, kill him. The Nomu rushes at Deku, who immediately just gut punches the Nomu, pushing it back. Not doing a lot of damage, and the Nomu does regenerate from the what damage is done, but what he's able to fight the Nomu? Are you serious? Who is this guy? Is he All Might's successor or something? Nah. I'm just a guy with a strong quirk, nothing more. The League of Villains is so shocked that 13 and the rest of the class are able to escape. Izuku, I told you to escape with the others. Not trying to be disrespectful, Teach, but you need the help, and I could use the exercise. You're getting attention for this. I hope you realize that. I can live with it. The two of them then proceed to... Izawa then proceeds to fight the minions. Deku fights not only the minions, but also the Nomu. Able to knock it away periodically, fight some more minions, and then keep fighting the Nomu some more. Kirigiri tries using his portals to cut Deku in half, but he just is too maneuverable to pin down for it, and the Nomu just cannot hold him still. What is he? No matter. Nomu. Try to hold him still. The Nomu goes in the grapple, and while he's grappling Deku, Shigaraki starts walking up towards him. But the grapple doesn't last for long. Deku knocks the Nomu away, but Shigaraki manages to get a hand on Deku's shoulder, starting to decay it, but before it can do too much damage, Deku grabs him by the arm and slams him into the ground, knocking him unconscious immediately. Oh, not gonna lie, that one hurt. Kirigiri, seeing this, immediately evacuates himself, Kirigiri, and all the other villains. However, Deku does not allow the Nomu to have a chance to escape. This thing is too dangerous to leave, to let escape and be used in the future. He proceeds to beat down on it, managing to damage it faster than its healing factor can heal it, but not outright beat it in one blow. But by the time the pro heroes arrive, which All Might never even ends up being needed, but he does show up because he thought he might be. He then goes, wait a minute. The as as All Might arrives, the Nobu hits the ground for the last time, just completely dead. Well, All Might, seems our student had the situation under control all along. So it would seem. You've done the school a great service. Are you hurt? Yeah, a little. That guy with the hands, like, it's like, he, like, rotted my shoulder a bit. It's weird, like, it's just decayed, like rotting meat. It feels really weird. I think I should see Recovery Girl for this. Yes, you should. But Deku gets patched up. Nobody else got any real injuries whatsoever because Deku was so ridiculously good at what he was doing that there was no need for really anyone else to be there. Then we'll fast forward to the events of the sports festival. You have 2 weeks to prepare for the sports festival. As this is going to be a big opportunity for you to show yourselves to the world and therefore to hero agencies so you can get a good job working for one of them. It's like the only chance I'm going to need. Would you stop boasting already, Deku? It's getting old. At this point, everybody has started to feel the effects of being around Deku all the time. Additionally, Mineta has been working out and gotten reasonably fit. I mean, not silly like Deku or even as good as Bakugo, but can actually reasonably put up a fight, quirk or no quirk. At the festival itself, the first event, as in canon, will be the obstacle course. And when uh,
anyone that this character is something. A first glance at Todoroki Shoto could tell anyone that
Or what's the dude's name? Shins.